Hello again, everyone. We are once again back in the wonderful world that is LYNE, and today we'll be doing set T. So, interesting thing is, actually I'll go back to the start menu to discuss this. There's something here. It was just released with the, as it is recording this video from Thomas Boker, who is the creator of the game. Just released to his Twitter feed that he's working on Steam achievements for the game, so look for those to come out fairly soon. That'll be fairly interesting to see what there are. Probably ones for completing all the sets and stuff like that. So good to see those Steam achievements are starting to come out, because there's already Steam trading cards for this, for the game. So it's good to see the game expanding a little bit and more stuff kind of coming out. Even though there's already daily level sets and all that kind of good stuff. It's originating. Ooh, I did not plan for that. I need to plan this out better. Anyways. This one could be a tricky one. Not gonna lie. It feels a little bit tricky. Okay, so I'm missing two here. Oh, there we go. Just like that. It's nice these. So it looks like these are really going to start getting complex here for these level sets. This is where it really starts to ramp up apparently. So that's good. I've been waiting for a little bit more complexity and difficulty, especially in these levels. So it's good to see those starting to come out even more here. Nope. No. Anyways, the Steam achievements are going to be interesting to see just exactly how much there are and just exactly how complex or difficult they turn out to be. Because there's really a lot of I don't want to say emphasis on them, but there's really a lot of different ones that become involved with that, and that would be. It's going to be nice to see just how much is going to be involved with the Steam achievements in this game. Oops. Ooh boy. Nope. Huh. Alright, so this is going to be... So I know I have to go up like that. Yeah, pretty much has to go like that. So... And this is really the point in the game where you get to where you're just kind of like, okay, how do I make sure everything's just filled out, rather than anything else. There we go. That should do it. So these videos are probably going to be a little bit longer, just due to the natural difficulty of these level sets, as it's going to take you a little bit more time to complete them. So look for that. Look for there to be a lot, quite a bit more length involved with these particular videos due to the difficult nature of these level sets. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. If the levels are more difficult and it's taking longer, then you're getting more enjoyment out of the game, and that's always a good thing. So, more enjoyment's always good. More time, not necessarily always good, but in this case, it's very acceptable, and it's a good thing that you can take more time with these levels, get more enjoyment out of it, spend more time really digging into the nitty-gritty of it. I feel like I'm missing something here. Might be going through too many times with this yawn. I had to go through enough times, so. Let me if I go minimalistic with this line here real quick and see how that works out for me. That is close. That is close to what I want. But it's not quite what I want. Just about right. There we go. Yeah, so just going back to what I was just talking about, going over a little bit earlier. It's Steam achievements. Hopefully, those will be. I'm guessing there's going to be some. Just looking forward to that. I'm guessing there's going to be stuff involved with unlocking X number of pallets. Maybe. Oh, what else would there possibly be? Well, getting so many rank points. I guess. Just different things I can think about from what exactly there could be involved with these levels. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna have to be like that or something. Alright. That makes things a little bit more interesting. No. Too difficult. Really, one of the things I play, because a lot of times I'll just go by instinct, because that's how I like to do stuff like this. It's just necessarily what's your first reaction, does it fit, does it work, if not, okay, go to your second reaction and see how that works. So that's kind of how I like to do that, just stuff like this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it makes me take really, really long, but for the most part, that's how I like to do it. So, ooh. Yeah, boy. Yeah, still no problem. Alright, let's see here. I'm pretty sure that's gonna have to be like that. Or something of that nature. I'm running into the problem that box right there. So maybe something like that, maybe? Oh, that's not even close. But that might be. That's close, but it's not quite what I want. Huh. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, I was touching back base on that base idea of Steam achievements. There's actually quite a few games that you'd think would fit very well with Steam achievements that don't quite have them yet. And it's really just all about, because you do have to basically kind of program that into the game. So there's a little bit stuff, because you're basically taking something that's really a third-party kind of mechanic, and you have to add that to your game, and add that to your programming or whatever you're doing with it. So so you're running into sometimes you run into problems where you're just gonna have to do a little bit of extra work to implement something in the game, even though it feels like it's going to be very natural. It can still take a little bit of time. It's good to see that that's starting to progress, where there's going to be those Steam achievements. And honestly, this is one of the perfect games for it, because there's just so many different things that you can do with just complete so many sets, unlock so many pals, get so many rank points, whatever. Just different things here and there that just make so much sense with this game, with all the different things that are out there. I honestly don't think there should be anything time related, because that's not really that doesn't really fit the spirit of the game to me. It doesn't really feel like it should. It doesn't really feel like there should be anything anything of the sort related to time. I don't know if it's just time playing the game or something of that nature. Just because it's such a relaxed kind of game, there doesn't feel like there should be any time constraint on how fast you do something, or how fast you complete a level, or anything of that nature, because it just doesn't really feel like that. It feels like, okay, you can get lost in the levels and that kind of stuff, but not to the point of where, oh, I have to do this super fast, or I have to complete this really, really quickly, and that's just, it doesn't feel like it should be that kind of game. So as long as there's nothing like time related with achievements, and I'd definitely be happy with that. Because it just doesn't feel like that should be anything. It doesn't really feel like that should involve anything with this game should involve a time constraint in any way, shape, or form. It's just kind of counterintuitive, to be honest. But I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully this will be a game that I can complete to 100%. I don't think there's going to be anything super challenging from the standpoint of the achievements, because there's nothing really here that can make skill-based. It's just kind of a completion thing. You know, just complete so many things, do this so many times, or whatever, or what have you. But I could be wrong. But it should be a game that should be fairly easy to complete, and 100% from an achievement standpoint. With the Steam achievements, because there really shouldn't be anything that comes about as super difficult or super challenging from a level standpoint. Because the difficulty really just exists in the nature of just kind of doing the levels, not more so than anything else. Let's figure this out here. Yeah. I think I'm not using the blue enough. Okay. Okay, let's figure this out here. What am I missing? What am I missing? Come on now. Oh boy. Alright, so there's gotta be something here that I'm missing. I want to do something like that. I think that's what I want to do. It is, but... Alright, so I'm thinking I'll have to use these very, very quickly. So that's close to what I want to do, but not quite what I want to do. So this is where I get stuck. Oh. Maybe. Just maybe. Nope. Not quite. No. Well, when in doubt, try something different, and try something that feels weird. I think it might be a little bit too weird. I should be on the right track, though. I feel that I'm definitely on the right track. But I'm missing something here that's very important, and I don't know what. I'm missing like one time through. Oh. Well, there we go. Talk to yourself long enough, and sure enough, it just suddenly falls together, I guess. Yeah. That's not at all what I was looking for. Yeah, that's not perfect at all. No. It's not. No. Hmm. Nope. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Just lose track of sometimes exactly what I've done way too many times. Well, I mean, that's kind of to be expected, I guess. So, this is where, because it really feels like this is where it starts to get complex from the standpoint of, start to get a lot of different stuff going on here. Especially when they start really intertwining into each other and the lines become almost blurred from the standpoint of so much that you have to do is going on. And there we go. Okay. That's not exactly what I was hoping to see. Oh, well. There we go. So the thing that I run into more often than not is when I have like one line left, or one block left, one thing I have to fill out left in any of the octagons. It's just kind of retracing and figuring out where that last little tidbit is supposed to come from. That's the thing that throws me off, probably the most, more often than not, is just trying to figure out that last tiny little line of where that's supposed to go, or that last tiny little part. Everything could be perfect, but you're missing one tiny little thing. And that's what makes puzzle games like this so much fun. If you don't have everything, then you're not going to have it complete. Nope. Like here, I'm missing one tiny little part right there. And she's got to figure out, this is really the part that I feel is going to be the most difficult, is figuring out exactly how to get that one. So maybe. Yep. And the thing with the multiple line sets is when in doubt, use the other line. Because that's probably where you're missing something from. Alright. This feels like it's going to be an adventure. Trying to figure this one out. Right, so I can squeeze at least another one in there. But then I can't squeeze another one in there. Kind of almost sort of have to go like that just to get that completed. That'll be a void right there. Guess I'll do something like that. And that still doesn't... Okay, good. Oh, oops. There we go. So yeah, I was kind of... I realized that I'm just kind of talking to myself here with these. But I kind of run out of stuff to talk about from a commentary standpoint. And things that just necessarily quite really aren't that interesting, to be honest. So I was kind of going through, doing what I do. Wishing I could talk about something else, but this is honestly somewhat boring without something additional to go over or talk through and things like that. But you make do with what you got. And honestly, if the video is nothing more than just a walkthrough for you guys to figure out how to do something, then that's fine by me. I don't mind at all. And I really don't... I just really don't like them. Not necessarily from the standpoint of the level design, because that's fine. I just don't like these ones from a difficulty standpoint. Because it just feels like, oh, I'm just missing something here or there. So minuscule difference. So if there wasn't difficulty in it, then it would be a challenge. And anything that's difficult to solve is always more satisfying when you eventually solve it. The great conundrums that plague our time. I don't know if I necessarily should be including this again, but well. Maybe... yeah. No, because that leaves no way to get that. Well, we're on T23 out of 25, so that's the good news. Bad news is I feel like I'm really stuck. And when you're stuck, always just try something completely new. My motto for this game. And I think I've got it. If I could figure out... No, I don't got it. Because I had the line. I had the line I wanted. And then I completely lost it. God damn it. Wish I knew what I did there. It's one thing... there's one thing I really wish was a little bit more clear. Being able to kind of go back and control which lines you just did. Because that kind of control is not quite amazing with this game. It's the one quirk that I really wish was a little bit better executed. But, you can't be too picky, I guess. It's still a great game, flaws and all. Damn. Damn. Why am I missing something so simple and then... No. God damn it. It's always that one. It's always the one that gets you. Oh, there we go. Ooh, two more. Two left. And here I was thinking that it wouldn't necessarily be that difficult, but it still is, even after all this time, which is a very good sign. Because when puzzle games really start getting definite noticeable patterns where the difficulty kind of fades away a little bit because it doesn't feel there's nothing really new about it, so you kind of lose that feeling of difficulty with the levels. It just doesn't feel like it's quite there anymore. And that's something you want to avoid at all costs with this kind of puzzle game. Gratefully, this LYNE really keeps up with that and makes sure that no matter what, you're especially with these, you're still feeling some kind of difficulty in terms of you're still trying to figure out exactly how to do it. It's not always the same, which is honestly the best thing you can hope for. Yep, start over. Yeah, I promise I can't. do that, but then I can't. Oh, that's close. That's closer. By 1. But that's always good, because we just started goes down what could be, and there it is. That's something that's always great to see. It's always going to be such a integral part of puzzle games is progression, and being able to progress from standpoints of decision making, figuring out what exactly does what and what exactly has to go where, all those sorts of things, and that kind of progression from the decision making standpoint is what makes those so cerebral. But I've been babbling for far too long, as there is the end of set T. So there's set T for you guys. Next up will be set U. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If not, well, that's too bad. I'll just have to try better next time. Anyways, see you guys, and next will be set U. So stay tuned for that.